Morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on what part of the world you were in. This is Big Girl Diary. Okay, cookies. All right, now I'm going to try my very best to be sensitive to this situation because Jeannie Mao and Jeezy, they both are in the entertainment business. Jeannie is in a talk show and she's more of an influencer, and that is her thing. Now, her husband, Jeezy, is a rapper, writer, and I can't remember all the other hats that he wears. Now, what's interesting is that Jeezy has only, how can I say, dated women, a certain type of woman. I'll put it like that. He dated a certain type of woman. And I believe that this right here is his first marriage. Now, Jeannie is Asian. And I believe because I married a man from a different culture, so I had a preset of beliefs of what I thought I was getting when we were dating. So I could only imagine that Jeezy had the same conceptions, or shall I say stereotypes, that I had when I married my husband. So when people think of Asian people, they think of them as wise, laid back, and meek, and the women rather submissive and docile. But I don't mean that in a negative way. I just mean that in a nice way. However, that's not what Jeezy got. He got the same thing, but only behind the scenes. He didn't get it as he would get it out in the street because the women that he's used to dating act like that anywhere. and you know what you're getting. You do. You're like, oh, she's a loudmouth, and she's gonna be a loudmouth any and everywhere. That's just it. But Jeannie was not like that. She would wait until you get home and then let you have it, and then talk to you any old kind of way. That's what was happening at home, and Jesus was like, wait a minute, wait, stop, no, that's not going to happen. You need to check yourself. And it was interesting because Jeannie never thought that her behavior was out of pocket, or shall I say that her behavior was aggressive or not acceptable. I'll put it like that. And it wasn't until Jeezy says something to her. Now, keep in mind, she was married to another man. She married a white man for 11 years and never had a child. Now, as you can see here, right here is Jeannie's first husband. And I have to say, she looks completely different. And previously, I called her a chameleon, and there's a reason why I called her a chameleon. As you can see her here, well, I'll show you through that other channel page that I had up. But she had married her husband, Frankie, they were married for 11 years and didn't have any children at all. And she said she didn't want any children. She was mouthy with Jeezy. I could only imagine how she was with her husband. He had to been laid back and just was like, hey, she's beautiful. I'll take whatever garbage she gives me.
You dated black guys.
Loved black guys. Yeah.
Shit,
Yeah,
yeah.
I did. But for me, dark meat on the side, white keeps me mean and lean. You know, that's why I married white man. That's what I like.
Huh?
You can't make that up. Now keep in mind, she still married a husband number one when she said that. Jeezy hasn't even come into the picture. This was when she was married to her husband, Freddie. Wow.
What do you mean, dark meat on the
Because she lightweight
side?
offensive. I am
No,
going
I'm
to
not.
hush.
I'm saying I really do think black men are attractive. I do. Like that's my.
Well, what do you mean, dark meat on the side?
That means, honey. You know what that means.
Wait, what are you reading it as?
Ain't nobody. How did you say it?
I'm just saying it like when I think about men, I like dark men. I do.
Right, you like your main man to be white and your side
No, that is not what I mean.
Jeannie, explain
what you mean.
Okay,
what you
what
meant.
I meant is like I used to date black men. Okay, I think they're attractive. But what I decided to stick to because it just kept me happiest was my man Freddie, who happens to be white.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay.
Which he was like, wait a minute, you divorced me and you get with him and you immediately get pregnant, and then called her trash. And he did a lot to be with her. He did a lot. And she wanted him to experience life through her eyes, which I thought was no. Let's not do that. That's what I was thinking. She had this man sleep on the floor for a month because that's how she slept. She grew up poor. And my thought is this, is that if you're going to make a man, and that should have been big red flags for him, but he just fell in love with her. But if you have a woman or anyone trying to reenact their life so that you can understand them, that's a bit like, huge red flag. I mean, I would say a huge red flag. But her first husband accepted a lot of the alleged verbal abuse that she may have given him, to where she may have been, look, for a man to leave you within 2 years after having a child, that was some serious stuff. That was really serious to make a man say, you know something? All right, I'm going to go ahead and go. I can't deal with this. You got some stuff that you need to work out. I didn't see this. And I got to say, he might have been so much in love that he really didn't look at the red flags. He didn't see them go off. But I got some videos for you, so let's take a look at it.
Surprise baby shower today, and look who just dropped by for a huge surprise. It's Jeannie's husband, Jeezy.
That's big baby JDR.
Jack Senior.
That guy.
I have never had my husband here since the day I shared my relationship with you guys. All the details, and you're seeing him in the flesh now, and I would never think that you would actually come. I know, you know what I mean? Like, he's always been like, this is your show, this is your thing. I don't want to come there and make it about me or us. Like, this is your thing.
But Jeezy, how did it happen, though? Like, you wanted it to be a total surprise.
Right. I just, the real called the real. I had to pop up. She was
shocked.
It was simple. It was
shocked.
A no-brainer,
This means so much to me. You have no idea. Thank you for being here for such a special
You
occasion.
guys are so sweet.
Love it. So, Jeezy, I gotta ask you a bunch of questions. We know that our girl Jeannie is the ultimate foodie.
Right.
And so, has she been having any cravings that you're like, what is happening here? And have you had to do any like midnight runs for food for her?
No, actually, I have to make her eat. That's the craziest thing.
About Jeannie and her running shoes when it came to children. There's a lot there. A whole lot there for the reason why she did not want children. Why she'd been with Frankie for 11 years and did not want to have children. What is it in her past that made her say no children? More so, what made Jeezy a suitable person to have children with? What was it? There's a lot there. There's a lot there in that dynamic right there. And I think maybe I'll go deeper into it. I have an idea of what I think it is. But you saw how sweet and docile that she was. As far as him saying that he wanted to make sure that she ate and taking care of her, having her back, did not want to step into her job and what she had going on. He did not want to overshadow her. Wow. And he's very laid back and soft spoken. And I notice a lot of rappers are like that. They're like laid back while their wives are like, ah. They sort of complement each other. But there's something about Jeannie that made him say, I can't do it. Where her first husband took everything what she did and he made it okay within himself to where Jeezy said, nope, I'm not having it. But there is a lot there. And it really gets me because and please forgive me about the sound of the one video. I did it over and over and over again, and that was the best that I was able to get. Sorry. But it was interesting during the last video that I showed how Jeezy was there before. I think it was like the second season that she said, and they interviewed him, and now he comes back being the husband of one of the co-stars. I find that interesting. But what do you think?